Hello family, how are y'all doing? This is Dr. Lentiso and I have been absent from this channel for quite a long time and I'm very excited to be back on here today. In the time that I have been absent, I traveled to a different country and then I started working as a junior doctor in the UK, so that is why I have been MIA. Today I am here to talk about my experience as a doctor in the past few weeks. If you want to watch vlogs of doctors and if you want to be inspired and encouraged by a fellow doctor, this might be the channel for you. If you're interested, please subscribe to the channel and also click on the bell to be notified when I upload amazing videos like this. So let's get started. Work schedule is not bad. I have an amazing schedule. In this rotation, I am placed in a cardiothoracic surgery rotation. And basically what happens in your first 2 years as a doctor here in the UK is that you rotate through different rotations. So my first rotation is cardiothoracic surgery, and then my second rotation is going to be obs and gynae, and my third will be cardiology. And if you have watched my previous video, you know that I want to be a cardiologist, so that is why I chose cardiac related rotations. Yo, this is the big day, first day of work. I am super duper excited. I don't know what to expect. It feels like the first day of school. You know, the excitement and the nervousness that you get when you have to go to school for the first time. That's what it feels like. The first day I walked in and I was introduced to this administrator who deals with junior doctors. And then the most exciting thing happened, which is I got my ID. Like this ID, when I first got this ID, I was super excited because it says foundation doctor on here, and it also says foundation doctor up here. And this has been a dream that I have been looking forward to for all my life, and finally getting to the stage of being called a doctor and being legit. You know, as a medical student, you're really not a doctor. You just show up at the clinics and you do what you're told to do. But as a doctor, you're more responsible. So just having that title was very exciting. The second day is when I was thrown into the job. So the morning I went and we did rounds, and when we did rounds, we went from patient to patient and discussed what the patients needed, asked the patients how they were feeling throughout the night, and then we generated jobs. If a patient just had surgery and they have drains and you want to check their chest x-ray to see what their lungs are doing, if they're up or if they're down, if there is an air pneumothorax, whatever, you would need a chest x-ray. So as a junior doctor, my job would be to request chest x-ray and also chase blood, so check their blood results and see if there are anything that we should worry about or if they're doing fine. And then if patients are doing fine and if they recover well post-surgery, then my job as a junior doctor will be to discharge them. So I would have to write a discharge letter and make sure that they have a place to go or refer them to someone and things of that nature. So the job itself, after you get started, after you do it a couple times, is not that difficult. But when you first get thrown into it without any preparation, because I didn't know what to expect when I was getting started. So because I didn't have any expectation, just being thrown at this job was shocking to my system. It was you feel like you're slowing people down because you don't know how to log into the computers, how to write discharge letters. In medical school, you learn stuff, you learn the medicine, but you don't learn the day-to-day work of being a doctor. So I think for me, the second day, that was the challenging part where you're like, I hope I don't make a mistake. And I hope I don't slow them down by asking them too many questions about the little things. But eventually I got used to it. I kind of understood the systems. I knew how to use what website should I use for chest x-rays, what website should I use to discharge a patient, what website should I use to prescribe a medication. It just took me, I think, 3 to 4 days to understand most things. So when you start a foundation year or residency, for those that are in the US, you have to understand that it will be a shock to your system. Like, it's something that you have not done ever in your life, and in medical school you just focus on the medicine part. So by the time you start, there's still more to know, but you kind of have a basic understanding of the medicine. For me, what I found to be shocking is just the logistics of the work. Like, the notes, the charting, and all of that stuff, the rounds, how fast the rounds were. It just, everything takes getting used to. My schedule is not bad. The work schedule depends on the rotations that you're in. I'm in cardiothoracic surgery, and my hours are 8 to 4 on my short days and 8 to 6 on my long days, and I work basically 5 days most times. My highlight was prescribing a medication. That was just a big deal for me because that helped me transition from a medical school mentality to a doctor mentality. It was a patient that had low potassium, and I saw the potassium and I was like, I probably should prescribe Sandokai, and I prescribed it. And that moment gave me that realization that, wow, I'm actually responsible for patients. So I think that moment was the moment where I was like, whoa, this is exciting, this is cool, and also this is nerve-wracking because there's a lot of responsibility that comes with that ability to prescribe. So that was my highlight, and also my wake-up moment and my realization moment where I was like, oh, I'm not a medical student anymore. Other than that, it has been a good 2 weeks. So far, I have learned so much. The learning curve is steep. You learn a lot when you first get started, not only about the logistics, but you learn a lot about medicine. In cardiothoracic surgery, there are so many things I didn't know about. Various surgeries, I learned so much about conditions, different conditions. So it has been such a learning journey, and it's been great. It's been great. So I want to motivate anyone who's trying to pursue medicine, and if you feel like, oh, it's too hard, I can't do it, I want to encourage you to keep going because it only gets better. I enjoy the job. I've enjoyed it so far. Even the challenging parts, I have enjoyed them. So if your passion is medicine, if you like taking care of people, if you love talking to patients, if you love helping people, then this is the career for you. And if you believe that this is your calling, that this is your career, then don't give up. Just go for it because it gets easier. It gets better, and you'll get to enjoy the job. And you'll get to enjoy even the challenging times of the job. So keep pursuing, keep doing what you're doing, and persevere because it only gets better. That's it for today. It's just a short video to tell you what my experience in the past 2 weeks have been, what I learned, what I thought was challenging, what the work schedule is like, and what the job is like. And it's just to help those who are interested in this career to know what to expect when they get started. So that's it from me. I hope you found this video valuable. I love you. Bye.